many more. Admissions into Junior High 1
to Junior High 3
are ongoing. To secure a seamless transition into exceptionally high academic and co-curricular secondary school standards for your child.
Entrance examination takes place every Saturday by 10 a.m.
Join us at Pressville High School, a top-notch secondary school offering 21st century education. Shape the future of your child today. For further information, please call 0708-2238-798 or 0818-2842-919. Pressville Academy. Excellence through learning and creativity.
Have you been praying for a breakthrough, healing, and restoration? Then this is your time.
The Redeemed Evangelical Mission South Zone 3 invites you to the Power for Living Conference 2026 with the theme Paid For.
From Thursday, 30th July to Sunday, 2nd of August 2026. Experience powerful worship, transforming messages, miracles, healing, and life-changing encounters with God.
Ministering are
Reverend CNC Wachuku,
Reverend Dr. Chinedu Nkere, and the host, Reverend Akaniyene and Pastor Mrs. Enobong F. Young,
and other anointed ministers. Join us for evening sessions, Thursday and Friday, 5 p.m. daily, Saturday, 4 p.m. praise concert, morning sessions, Power for Living Summit, Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. daily at Trem Uyu Auditorium, 15B, Akaitam Road.
Grand finale, Sunday, 2nd August, 9 a.m. at the Admiralty Event Center, Ring Road 3, Uyu. Come expecting, leave transformed, see you there.
Everything he gave is precious life.
Looking for quality furniture that combines style, comfort, and durability? Look no further than Blessed Chiumba and Sons, located at number 102 Ikadikbene Road, opposite Unio Annex Gate, Uyo. Blessed Chiumba and Sons is your one-stop wholesale destination for premium furniture and stunning interior designs. Whether you are furnishing your home, hotel, office, or business space, we've got exactly what you need. From elegant dining table sets to sparkling chandeliers, quality electrical parts, and beautiful center rocks that add warmth and class to every room. We bring your dream space to life. Visit Blessed Chiumba and Sons at number 102 Ikolikmene Road, opposite Unio Annex Gate, Uyo. Blessed Chiumba and Sons. Quality furniture, unbeatable value.
Yeah, what you gonna do now?
This is
Super Radio. Super Radio.
1069 xl1069fm. Let us take a tour to your community and explore every route.
Who come is being affected
on behalf of the village head of Mkorika.
From about to Pepsi.
Comprehensive High School.
Let us help present your request to the right authorities.
Primary school.
From Fort to Junction down to Akbaden, the road is not good. We suffer a lot, and if you enter by the bike, will charge.
Join them.
Wake up! Wake up! It's a brand new day! Let's go!
Oh, yeah. Are you ready?
Wake up! Wake up! It's a brand new day! Wake up! Wake up! Let's wake up! This is where the energy lives! Wake up!
Where the conversations matter.
Where the hits keep coming non-stop!
Welcome to the XL Super Breakfast Show.
Your morning start right here! Wake up! Wake up!
Let's go! Radio made with love.
Welcome back, Akwa Ibom State. Thank you very much for staying with us. Super Breakfast Show, IG Okodi. And we've got our guest analyst, Theodore Williams Esquire. We've been looking at a number of concerns back at home, including the governor's move to make sure that we tackle flood in Akwa Ibom State holistically, right? Calling for a plan. By the way, it is our expectation and our belief that the relevant stakeholders who have been engaged, to develop that modern flood and drainage master plan, will do a great and sustainable job, right? It's important we get that done. Regardless, we'll get your reactions this morning via the phone lines and WhatsApp. Facebook alike. On Facebook, we are at xl1069fm. On WhatsApp, send a voice note to 0809 333 1069. You could call us at 0700 000 1069. That is 0700 000 1069 or 0809 222 1069. Please keep your comments civil and straight to the point when you join the conversation. Axima strengthens sanitation campaign, urges residents to embrace clean environment.
That's another interesting
you say
thing in Akwa Ibom. Yes, and I want to give it to Axima stepping up to the plate, riding on the charge the governor gave to leadership of Axima on that fateful day when members of the fourth estate of the realm had that conversation with the governor on May 29. That's a couple months ago. Remember that the governor had challenged the leadership of Axima, said, look, come out, the doko the talk about me, no empower ke ya a clean uyo because people are complaining. Uyo so he came out and said, Your Excellency, thank you for empowering us. You have moved us from point A to point C. You have given us this, given us that, and the necessary support. And so the governor said, look, if that is true, then show working. If you don't show working, then we can talk about the hammer on this matter. So after that, we saw the declaration that total restriction of movement, which is a matter we will talk another day, the bar is here too. The governor also doubled down that a couple months from now, there will be total restriction of movement every last Saturday until he feels that we have come to accept environmental management around responsibility as a shared, job between us, the citizens, and the government. So on Saturday, we saw the Prince Kim, chairman of the board, and members of the board up and running. Even as at yesterday, I still saw them, some trucks on the streets evacuating waste from the dump sites. Although we have an issue with redistribution, while evacuating, moving from one point to another. And another thing,
the picket of
reinvesting the waste.
You're moving from point A to point C, and between point A and point B, the entire waste is on the floor.
Redistributed.
Redistributed.
Redistribution.
I like the word. I think I want to say that the problem has not always been that Akwa Ibom people do not embrace environmental sanitation
at all.
That's not the problem.
Okay.
And I want Axima to not look at their role strictly in the line or in the sense that they have to be an enforcement agency. But they also have to look at the multifaceted role they have to play in the fact that they are not just going to enforce, but they have to also orientate, conscientize, and provide the means to evacuate waste. On Saturday, if you had the chance to drive between 4 lanes traffic light and the traffic light at Udodoma, you will see between Itiam bus stop that this other side of Itiam, the other side, the filling station, there was a heap of refuge
all the way up to Zenith Bank, straight to Plaza.
That's right. Way. So it's not just
nearly all parts of the state.
It's not just enough to dress up and carry police and do brag
and do show boy,
bring people out on. Hey, we are doing environmental.
Sing war songs.
You're doing cameras and singing all kinds of songs. No, it's not that. That's not what. Look, people who know their work don't make noise. They don't need all of those.
Are you saying Axima don't know what they're doing?
See, your work is not to call people out to come and bring out refuge.
We are saying that.
What about collecting the thing
The empowerment is not doing show.
No,
it is
not
actually doing the work.
It's actually, look, what happened on Saturday night when it rained?
Everything went back
all through to Sunday morning.
That's right.
So what happened to those refugees, those dumps that were on the road?
Well,
they are back in the gutters.
The gutters will tell that story.
They are back in the gutters. And so will you now say that Akwa Ibom people are blocking the gutters? Let us be realistic here.
We can safely say that the Akwa Ibom state government.
Can you safely say, will it be out of place to now say that Akwa Ibom state government through AXIMA blocked the gutters?
Hold on to your thought there. Don't forget, 2 days ago, the Commissioner for Information issued a public notice. And for the avoidance of doubt, the Commissioner reminded Akwa Ibom people that there are a number of things that constitute environmental sanitation offenses. And the first on that list was dumping refuse or household waste outside approved containers or designated disposal point.
Okay.
Is it possible that somehow AXIMA is also...
Now. That's a very key point. And that's why I said that AXIMA's duty is not just for the cameras. Now, where are the collection points, designated collection points? Because if you look at the 4-lane traffic light to Udodoma traffic light, that's a stretch of road with human beings living there. There's even a market around behind it, some sort of a small market behind that. Now, where are these people expected to dispose of their waste? And then normally during environmental sanitation, people come out and clear the gutters in front of their houses. Now they clear it right in front of that very environment. Now, so if AXIMA is doing their work, they should have collectors who go around to collect. Do you understand? So if people on our own road came out and put the waste on just in front of their area, in a way they feel is a central point that can be easily collected. Okay. Now is AXIMA saying that those people would have kept the waste in their houses? Where is the collection point that they said take these things to? Because if I bring something out of the gutter and I leave it by the gutter, if you say it is an environmental offense for me to remove something from the gutter and leave it on the road in the gutter, please, sir, where is the point that I'm going to go and collect? And what is the duty of your collectors who are supposed to go around and collect waste on a Saturday where they are having environmental sanitation?
How prompt?
So it's not. This thing is not about doing things for likes on social media. It's about being proactive, thinking ahead. Because if you're saying people come out and collect waste, definitely these people are law-abiding citizens. They will come out and put out waste. Are you ready to collect the waste?
Akwa Ibom people are not recalcitrant.
Are you ready? Because on Saturday it rained. So I'm telling you that about 40 to 30% of the waste that we on our own road are back in the gutters. And so who put them back there?
We.
The Akwa Ibom people or AXIMA put them back.
So apparently we're not just talking about AXIMA getting to work, but having enough equipment to take to work.
Capacity.
At this point.
Yes.
So what happened to the chairperson of AXIMA raising that when the governor asked, have we not empowered you enough?
Well, he also was lenient enough to say that is enough for now, but we need more. And so the conversation now shifts to how much of empowerment have they been empowered in terms of personnel, in terms of equipment, in terms of all the resources that they need to prosecute.
Because they appear to be needing more to do more at this point in time.
Because if you consider a 2026 budget of 190 million naira, paltry, and that situates mainly within the office of the chairman of the board, which is basically personnel cost and all of that. The other ones, how much is one equipment? What's 190,000 million naira? What do we really need? So if in terms of that, the empowerment is not enough. Although let's give it to AXIMA. They're trying within the powers, within the equipment,
what they have available.
Yes, but there's still need. There's need for more empowerment.
More like
the governor, when he says "Who empower Fien enough," can be very proud. Can be very proud to say "Get more empower Fien." I gave 1 billion naira, for instance, voted for that in the budget.
Okodi,
for waste management.
I'm sorry. For me, I think it is like I said. It's being proactive and effective planning. Honestly, I think even if they give you 200 billion naira, if you don't know how to plan, you're not going to be able to do anything with it.
Absolutely.
You're definitely not going to do it, because you see, now how do you map out the routes? Okay, you look at the areas, Oron Road, 4 lanes down to this place. Okay, and I'm like, Okodi, the environmental sanitation starts there. So you have 2 trucks stationed there. You keep moving from exactly 9:30 when people are expected to have actually finished yours. You keep moving. So we're looking at the fact that between 9:30 3 o'clock we would have cleared the entire Oron road.
You probably would have to announce those routes so that people know.
So you get people and assign routes. Okay. But if you just come out and everybody is jamboree, and then you have boys running buses and picking people on the street, because I remember I actually had to go to Folga Road, after the environmental sanitation. And I saw a lot of people there. They were doing community work. Some of them, they said they so at the end of the day, let the chairman of AXEMA, okay, let him have. I mean, he should be able to have a plan.
Right.
On how waste to be collected. Now we have the momentum on how waste is supposed to be generated.
Right.
Because right now there's a momentum that everybody should come out and clear their environment.
To avoid community service.
Yeah, that's the momentum. Now, so people are pulling out things from their, So how are you collecting this? And what's your plan to collect this thing?
The other question now is, after collection and all that has been said and done so far, is what are recycling plans in the state? The bigger conversation.
No, it goes anywhere wrong.
All right. Well, let's have you join the conversation now. 0700 000 1069 or 0809 222 1069. WhatsApp 0809 333 1069. Keep it short and civil. Good morning to you. Oh my. Amesere.
Good morning.
Yes, I forget it. We can hear you. Good morning.
Hello.
Messi. Afon. I forget it.
And you can see that you got a local government area.
Oh, Dracula. Ali.
You make emphasize you get me with it because boys never to get along they got that and you know that was one of the fall.
You don't finish, you. All right. Thank you. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Elder Abamede Kikono. I'm me.
Welcome. Quickly, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. The kind of story that I hear this morning, I'm not happy with that kind of story. How come a church founder go and commit suicide? It's too bad. I'm not happy with that kind of story. What did you preach for the church member? It's too bad. Then federal government go and borrow money, go buy motor. That motor is for what? They cannot borrow money and do refinery, borrow money and do cement factory, borrow money and do a good thing. Then they go and borrow money and buy motor. What kind of motor is that? I'm not happy, but for my governor, I'm happy with him because the angel they do revenue.
All right.
Thank you. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
What is your name?
My name is Sarah.
Welcome.
Mình đang một cái đây chưa có trả mình đưa đến để xong tất cả anh chỉ có mình cái này phát đi chuyện mình cho nên chuyện mình đi mình chưa đến mình có trả thế đấy chúng tôi một cái phiếu mà nó mua đó bà có trả mà phiếu mà nó mua đó có trả rồi mà nó biết tất cả đó qua cái số gì ra ya tất cả đến mấy ngày năm tháng cái số này mình mua đi mình không mua đi mình chỉ anh chắc thế yang gue beli mana pak, yang mana yang dia surat, bukan mengisi oleh kau cari bukan benar, mau yang ada lebih yang aku ini juga jangan ini kan ini lebih di film bor benar, anak itu nak soal dia jauh mana jangan dong kau cari, kalau ya pasti kan yang gue beli mana pak, yang tak membor itu, pasti yang betul
Pasti saya mau.
Amesire. Have a good idea.
You don't want you go say about anymore. I only committee report. I don't want primary school and we gotta go off by the flyover. Apa, you don't know young channel from Kerema. I don't know if you're swam. Comment, and I get to go partial. So you don't know, I get to piano from Gorado. Margaret comment and met. Evening government, so I am better. I mean, the other way back, he caught up by the flyover. That's another for I don't book of Asian. Am I get every swimming? No government and by my drama to tell you about. I find a matter of from the Ruki, the Am I young Asian? And I come past Iran, I get to get from the radio one book. No government and by my drama is what I buy. Saya bapa abang rodo dia apa, penggerombolan perangkat bolo ini tak buka dia apa, ini mana ni am coba kucing mana nama dia apa, pasti jangan fokus diri orang.
Amesir.
Itu bawa kukun dia pun kukui. Komplain macam tu, itu yang bawa bangan aku, tinggal jangan kami. Kisium dia ke kota. Ibu nunggu sang. Jadi mama sekolah ni. Ayah sekolah mana guru kanan tu. Ada orang ke kota, yang mana yo. Ariu, jemang yang orang orang. Mbok. Jauh kada sini. Guru kanan tu, ya penuh resiu. Nunggu sang. Hari tu mama nasi ada orang kota. Kenapa minum kalau sekolah nama tu? Sekolah mana senungan? Sekolah nama orang kota. Mau mana yang dia waktu dah kota kro. Mama cerita mana tu mesti orang pandai kro. Ada orang ke kota tu.
All right. So, Songa. Amesir.
Hello.
Good morning. We can hear you now. Go on. What's your name?
Good morning. Yes. Good to know.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yes. Security in our community. Therefore, we provide security and get out private school. I'm going to the line of government where I had to very good government. I have a government. I'm sure.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
All right.
Thank you very, very much. This is
not a talk with a talk since 1990s.
Because we have youth presidents in those communities. We have youth
village heads, family heads.
And some of those people were inaugurated into a security structure.
Okay.
We see back ese na me no edi komo eji yara tiano fong for for about
like a neighborhood government
because
government.
like we say ekpu ufok aseko ekpu esien ndia. If you dey inside no say things dey house, we call person come flex with you. So it has to begin from home. The village heads must be more responsible. The youth leaders and the youths themselves must be more responsible. Because iba na be kibo government na mkanke na mkangiba afoze sene kidon kanu se mbomfo. No, it's bad. We should leave government alone in some of these things.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. I am there but I want if you open you got it wrong. Community report. Them go from so corridor. It's on the wall road. Reminder from airport road. So at the IGG. Then I'm moving go from with cause we are patio. And she a flat and brown. This will from where there's an Gusomoro. Gusomoro, you don't see on Gusomoro. And I'm no way can use a sound Gusomoro, but machine can never Gusomoro. I tell me what is on good away can be Sangaba. Gusomoro sang I call it down. He call it, he call about Panico on call. He call up Panic, who make them. He call up Asia. Idiaba. They have a war good dude. I like some of the time we call it, but now some of the wouldn't be can be Sangaba. Jumbo. Ya government box Anyone send boy bang. Anyone at the call. Fabio, I don't come to sit down to go from where get more the condemn so I don't send to any Zanko from anyone send the work and Zanko. But a report me.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nephew Ogban. Let's get just one more on WhatsApp now.
Good morning, xl1069fm. Okodi Alaga, IG Alaga. Any man from Bo calling here in Uyo. But community report made in terms of in the month of March, the Ministry of Transport coupled with the government, they say that all the driver, the minibus driver and the keke driver, that they should come and do without biometrics. You give our details, name, BVN, address, passport. We give 2,000 naira and also pay for passport as well. And it's not even up to 2 months. They now say that they should come and do another one again. And what are we even saying here? It doesn't mean that they don't have plans. The Ministry of Transport, they don't have plans for the drivers. And they will be calling us every day, every week to come and do capturing and so on. Now that they're saying that we should come and do again, they don't even talk about the money, the millions of money that they collected from us during that one that they were doing. If you see the back of the keke and the bus, you see the painted everything. That was what we did. Millions of naira, they don't even make mention of that of the money. They say that we should come and do another one. It's like this current commissioner of transport.
Okay, easy. Thank you for your thoughts regardless. The governor says this particular one is free. We'll take a breather right now. When we come back, we're going to have the next conversation which takes us to South Africa. Please stay with us.
106.9 powered to XL.
Guy, we don't talk since so. Make I go do my work, we go continue this talk later.
Oh boy, you don't talk. How about you know the tire?
Now the new level be that too. This new MTN sachet bundle don't make life easy for me.
Brotherly, involve me now. Make myself they follow ya like you. Talk until you tire. When you day on top the new MTN sachet bundles, dial *312*7# and press 2 to start to enjoy from 100 naira. Load them, talk they go.
Hey, are you ready to start school? 'Cause I am.
Attention all school owners and heads of schools in Akwa Ibom State.
The new academic session is just around the corner. It's time to make sure your school is the talk of Akwa Ibom. At xl1069fm, we are launching our massive back-to-school promo to help you reach more parents and students than ever before. Starting July 1st through September 30th, 2026, we've got an unbeatable offer. Buy 10 advertising slots for your school and we'll give you 5 extra slots absolutely free. That is, pay for 10 jingle spots and get 5 extra slots for free. Don't wait until the rush begins. Secure your airtime early and be the first choice for families across the state. At XL1069fm, we want to help you share your school's unique vision and excellence with the families that matter the most. And that is why we are giving to you this back-to-school promo. Don't miss this opportunity. Remember, when you pay for 10 slots, you get 5 extra slots for free. XL1069fm, amplifying excellence in education. Your school, our platform. Together we grow.
Because it's good for stronger health. What do you need? Amatem, fast relief. If malaria disturb you with Amatem, no issue. Oh, only the best. Oh, Amatem soft gel. Fight malaria, no stress. Amatem soft gel.
When malaria show, no time to talk. Amatem soft gel na the odogu. Only the best.
Are you looking for a school where excellence meets character? A place where your child's future is carefully nurtured? This great international school, spring of value and excellence.
Located at Apostolic Lane, beside Apostolic Primary School, Ifai Korubo District Road, Ifai Koropon, Etoy, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State.
At this great international schools, we offer quality education with modern teaching methods, well-equipped classrooms and learning facilities. facilities, dedicated and experienced teachers, strong and moral character training. Admissions are now open for nursery and grade classes.
Entrance examinations will hold on 10th July, 30th July, and 14th August 2026 by 10 a.m. daily. For inquiries, call 0703 130 5508 or 0904 560 3179. Discreet Nursery and Grade School. Raising tomorrow's stars today.
Yeah, what you gonna do now?
This is Super Radio. Super Radio.
1069 xl1069fm.
xl1069fm,
Monsieur
Good morning.
Every morning, over 100,000 Aquibum voices wake up to one question. One question. What is really happening in the state?
Section 2 of the 4th schedule of Nigeria's 1999 constitution as amended has, some mandate given to the local government councils to also participate in provision and maintenance of primary education. So, how have they fared?
Disciplinary action against all those people from the chairman of any local government. Go about the village head, even the clan head and the whatever head local government.
We break down the politics behind the promises and measure the impact on real communities.
And then about the duty of the council chairman. Funds at the disposal of this council chairman for them to embark on such projects.
Do the council chairman know their responsibilities?
And do they even know their responsibilities?
Because if they know their responsibilities, first they will demand that they be given funds.
If you want to understand your day, start it here. This is the Super Breakfast Show on XL 106.9 FM.
Right, welcome back at Aquibum State. Thank you very much for staying with us, Super Breakfast Show. And of course, we're about to step on the last lap of this particular ride on a Monday morning. Regardless, just as we get to, round of conversations on the community reports, it's important to re-echo that conversation about vandalization. We recall vividly not too long ago where the governor did say clearly that, look, any village head who exists, right, in any village, and somehow there are concerns
government installations
of vandalism.
Oh yes,
right. That the village head risks his own title.
So if you exist in a community and the government installations in those communities, hospital, roads, schools are being vandalized, you are to go in for it as a village head. You must carry your title, your certificate, and submit it to the altar, on the altar of government. You'll be tried. You explain why that happened in your community, and the punishments, requisite punishments, will be meted to you. That's the governor's words, and we stand on that. It is to ensure that we own projects in our communities and keep them safe, because it's not only for us, it's for every member of the community.
All right, so we're getting to the other conversation this morning on the Super Breakfast Show. For quite a while now, South Africa has been quite popular, not necessarily for the best of reasons. We've seen a couple of statements from President Ramaphosa, time and time again, trying to pacify the world, right? Trying to amend the image of South Africa. And he said, we've even seen some other speakers who have come out to say, look, what is happening in South Africa does not mean that South Africa is xenophobic. There are xenophobic people in South Africa. Just trying to dance around logic and reality. All of that, there's been a handful of development, we understand, on the heels of the wave of anti-immigrant protest happening right there since around May of this year, right? With the likes of Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, Johannesburg, Durban, and even surrounding informal settlements have witnessed coordinated anti-immigrant demonstrations. And unlike previous spontaneous outbreaks, we understand that many of these demonstrations have been organized around campaigns demanding that undocumented migrants leave South Africa. We even had at the time where some groups were given 30-day deadline. Thereabout, it was June 30. And you could see countries trying their best to fly their citizens out. Nigeria did theirs, I think, about three trips out of South Africa, even though there were controversies here and there in that. And what happened, regardless, we understand the organizers insisted that, look, we are just targeting illegal immigration. But we've seen reports that many of these protests degenerated into attacks on migrants, regardless of whether you are there legally or illegally. So, amidst all of the concerns and the number of Nigerians who have, been brought back home, there is also need for us to talk about the number of Nigerians. That number, which has to do with Akwa Ibomites, precisely, and it's crucial because there's been some development in that regard for a while now, and thankfully, we're now being joined by one man who is quite integral to the happenings, right? And I'm talking about the president of Akwa Ibom Indigenous Organization, South Africa, Dr. Akaningene Willie joins us this morning. Doctor, I hope you can hear us. Good morning to you, and welcome to the Super Breakfast Show on XL106.9 FM. How are you today?
Thank you so much. I'm very good, thank you.
All right. Am I on the right side of the books to say good morning?
Definitely. This is still morning in South Africa.
All right, that's okay. And of course, we'll be joined as well in no time by a member of the executives of this particular organization. So hopefully, as soon as he joins us, Achibong Eno, we'll definitely let him in on the conversation. Regardless, Doctor, how is South Africa this morning? And how are you and Akwa Ibom people who are in South Africa this morning?
Yes, definitely. We are doing fine, irrespective of the pressure and the situation. As it stands, cold. The weather is very cold. So, no, we are fine. We just want to say thank you.
Okay, Achibong and joins us as well. Mr. Achibong, thank you very much for joining us. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, so let's have an understanding first off. How many Akwa Ibomites are currently in South Africa? Can you give us a number to that effect?
Yeah, at the last count, the registered documented indigenes of Akwa Ibom states in South Africa is between 158 and 200.
158 and 200. Okay, interesting.
Yes.
And of that number, how many can we confirm as those who have returned?
We can confirm that, sorry, please, just a handful.
Okay.
Like 13, yeah.
Okay. 13, did you say?
I said just a handful.
Just a handful.
13. Yes.
Okay. Before we even proceed, let's give us an understanding of what the experience has been like, since the surge in this protest, right? The upset that has caused the call for repatriations. How have you been able to manage correspondences? How have you been able to manage the welfare of Akwa Ibom people whom you serve in South Africa? What has it been like?
It has been tumultuous at best, because I would proudly say that Akwa Ibom State indigenes have conducted themselves impeccably in South Africa. However, what has happened has affected them. There's been reports of loss of life of one of our indigenes, which left the wife and children in distress. And the bulk of our people have been affected as they've lost their businesses. Some have not been able to go to their places of work or business. Some have lost property, have lost means of livelihood, cars, houses, and ultimately that has rendered most Akwa Ibom citizens in South Africa destitute, which led to our reaching out to the government for assistance. And being that most Akwa Ibom citizens here are here legally, they were not affected by the repatriation calls. Those who left elected to leave, but the bulk of Akwa Ibom citizens elected to remain because they have family here. A huge chunk of them are married to South Africans. Unfortunately, that appeal for intervention has been largely ignored by the government of Akwa Ibom State. A letter was written and sent to the government via the SSA for Diaspora Affairs. Up till date, there have been no response, and because of our numerical strength here, we are largely ignored in the affairs of Nigeria as a whole. Which is
we'll get deeper into that in a bit. You sound pretty much like Mr. President. Mr. Kaniyene, can you still hear us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Oh yes, please, by all means. Give our Akwa Ibom people an understanding of what it has been like since the June 30th deadline. How have you been able to meet up, with the survival needs of Akwa Ibom people in South Africa?
Yeah, that is a very vital question at this moment. Can assure you that it has not been easy. Even before the June 30th, it has been a traumatic situation where many families have been displaced, and I actually have to accommodate some people in my own side, and then others were also stranded in different locations, which we try our best to make sure that they are being attended to. So at the moment, we are still in that serious effect of the impact of what is happening, and is not stopping. As I can tell you now, there are still different pressure in different directions, in different localities, where people are still being displaced. Yeah.
As an executive, you can confirm that we are how many Akwa Ibomites there? 100, you say, or 100 plus?
Yeah, there are more than hundreds. There are more than 300. My assistant secretary was making clear is the number of people affected by the xenophobic impact. Yes.
Okay, so more than 300 according to your records.
More than 300. Yeah.
Okay, but those who are affected, you say they are how many?
They are from 150 something upward.
More than 150 are affected by the protest.
Yeah.
So how many would you say, or how many can you confirm to have been safely returned, either to Nigeria or to Akwa Ibom?
From 10, 13 upward. There are very few people because at the time the repatriation planning was setting up, many of them was not away due to they were not in the vicinity where we are operating, because Akwa Ibom people are spread across the whole country. So we finally were able to reach out to people, which they finally availed themselves to be repatriated.
Okay, where are they repatriated to?
To the Akwa Ibom State.
Akwa Ibom State, precisely.
Yes.
All right. So we understand you've been trying to reach out, in order to aid the process. How far have you gone, and what have the responses, the results been so far of your efforts?
All right. First of all, I want to appreciate the federal government of Nigeria for the swift intervention in lifting the few in Nigerians at the moment. And after that few that have gone, there are still many that is on ground. But now, in my approach to intervention from the state, through the SSS to the governor and diaspora, in the person of Honorable Linda Ogon, she has also done a lot of work to say in communications. But no government information has got to us to say this is what they have to do. We have sent a letter to our Senate President in the person of His Excellency Senator Pabio. We have also sent a letter through the MD of the new NDDC to reach out to the governor as well. We have also sent a letter to the Saplaf Energy, just to escalate the problem to them seeking for intervention. So different channel we have used to see how we can reach out even to the ASACO, the president of community worldwide, that have availed themselves to see how they can intervene in one way or the other. Till date, we have not received any communication from the state, no calls, and no formal communication to say we are with you, even a solidarity message to say that we feel your pain, we are coming for you. There is nothing of sorts till as I'm talking to you now.
Have you been able to follow up on why that is the case, why there is no response, even maybe through Honorable Linda Umo, whom you say you had to channel your concerns?
Yes, I've tried calling and communicating to know why is the government silent on our side. This is the only time we are seeking for short help. There have not been any hopeful return back to me to say this is what it is, this is what it is. Only telling me that when the government give a go ahead for anything, you will let us know.
So if we have a clear picture, you mean to say that you have communicated the plight of Akwa Ibomites in South Africa through the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Diaspora Matters, Honorable Linda Umo, and when you go back to her for feedback, she says that you should hold on until she gets an order from the government of Akwa Ibom State. Is that right?
Yes.
When was the date of communication, first engagement with the government back at home?
That was early June.
Early June.
Yes.
And we recall there was a June 30 deadline given for the illegal migrants to leave South Africa, and today is July 27. So that should be more than a month thereabout since you put in that request, and you say you've still got no feedback whatsoever.
Yes, that's true.
Have you resorted to any other means? What other means are there, or what? That's on one hand. On the other hand, what do you need? What are the things that you need, to ensure that the people whom you've put together are able to keep it going until you get a response?
We, within our little means of income that we raise from within the upper hands, people who have the ability to contribute, we have done that, which has been, just at the point, to be candid with you, we are exhausted of whatever resources we have at the moment, because it's a daily response to whatever circumstances that is coming up. A few days ago, I was called that somebody is on stroke, and that is far from Johannesburg. So the movement to visit the person and see what is the circumstances like is not an easy issue. So these are situations that we are trying to manage to see until the government intervenes.
How about the mobilization effort with your people? That's the Akwa Ibom in South Africa. Since the uprise, right? What has the engagement been? Have they been assembled at a place, or are they still awaiting an official communication of repatriation from you? What is it like? Let's understand what's the latest.
Yeah, at the moment, we still on online communication mostly, because to gather in any place is a threat. At the moment, it's risky because when once they see any signal that there is going to be a gathering, definitely you expect to be confronted and to be completely stabilized. So at the moment, we stay on communication with each of our members, and also making sure that we are aware of whatever is happening. We do WhatsApp calls time to time to make sure that we keep everybody abreast of whatever information that is on ground.
Okay. All right. So, as much as we hope not, are there any concerns of mortality as regards Akwa Ibom people since the uprise?
That was at the early part of the protest, where the police brutality was one of the incidents that one of our brother was killed. That is still on the case, is still on the court at the moment.
Okay. So
since then, we have been doing a lot of effort to make sure that there is no casualty at the moment. Apart from the one that was very dangerous, but we finally repatriated her by all means to back home. That was someone with the cancer stage 4, which could not access hospital or medical attention here. So she's currently at home now. We have tried to reach out to different humanitarian help from the state, and no one have responded.
Oh my. Okay, so for the meantime, what are those major concerns that you feel should be addressed as soon as possible to ensure that to ensure the welfare of Akwa Ibom in South Africa? Briefly.
Yeah, in that regard, we still have different situation that is actually beclouding us when it comes to issues of settlement, medical attention to those that are desperately in a serious ill, and then we also need provision for food, because many are not working at the moment. To go out and do their business is a threat at the moment. So some of them are in need of shelter and different provisions. As you can see, the weather situation is very high. medical attention is also highly needed, and counseling, which we are doing that to those who are traumatized.
Okay. So we've seen the likes of Edo State, Imo State, a host of other states in the federation provide some, in some cases, dedicated support package, cash grants, some giving over ₦1 million, soft loans for returning indigents, some financial relief or the other. Are you also aligning any pleas along that line to the state government of Akwa Ibom?
Yes, that is seriously part of what I've been, I think, few days ago, we press call to see those who have finally arrived at home. Can someone just call on them to say, this is what it is, this is what we have for them, just to give them a hope of a new way of looking at things, and also give them hope of the future. So that is also a serious demand that we are requesting from the state government at the moment, just like what the other states have done.
All right. Before we round off right now, because that's about the time we've got on the show, let's have your final words, right, to the government, to our Akwa Ibom people in South Africa, and to our Akwa Ibom people back home.
This is something that is very important, that everyone, to the Akwa Ibom state specifically, we are requesting. We know very well that His Excellency Governor Pastor Umoino has been a very passionate governor. I don't know whether the message have not come across to him in the right process or whatever, but I believe we have used the right process. We are calling on the state government to intervene in due course, because it's urgent and is seriously demanding an intervention at the moment. For those at home at the moment, don't because many people are depressed, frustrated, calling their family members. We are on guard to see whatever report. Don't welcome any bad report against South Africans at home, or getting angry or getting out of hand to protest or whatever. We are watching what is happening here. We can give you the right information. And concerning those who are in South Africa, using this time to reach you, you have been a very amazing people of Akwa Ibom State in South Africa, and you have not been in a bad book when it comes to issues of crime. I want to plead that you continue to stay in that mood and communicate whatever information that is necessary. Any emergency that you need us to intervene, please make sure you communicate. Whatever you need, don't go. This is the worst time for you to get into the wrong hand when it comes to issues of any needs. Communicate with us. The phone numbers are there on all our platforms, so that we can be able to help you in times of need. Thank you.
All right. You want to quickly give out the phone number for that purpose as well?
Yes, that is very important. My personal, the association number is +271 00 321 500. I'll repeat the number again. +271 00 321 231 500. My personal number is +278 1478 5101.
All right.
My personal number.
All right. Dr. Akanayene Willie, President, Akwa Ibom Indigenous Organization, South Africa, alongside his Assistant Secretary right here, Achibong Eno. We thank you for your time this morning, and we're wishing you the very best. Our hearts are with you, indeed. All right. We'll take a breather right now, Akwa Ibom States. Please stay with us.
106.9 powered to XL.
Please listen to this announcement. Admission. Good news from Global Hilton International Academy, number 15 Ikorek Paekan Road, Ibiaku Obiondobo, Uruan Local Government, off Airport Road, Akwa Ibom State. Admission is ongoing into nursery, primary and secondary school for 2026 and 2027 session. Summer holiday lessons also starts from Monday, 3rd August to Thursday, 27th August 2026. We are also recruiting staff, qualified and experienced teachers, marketers, security personnel, non-teaching staff are all needed for immediate employment. Computer literate applicants, we have an added advantage for admission and application. Visit us at number 15 Ikorek Paekan Road, Ibiaku Obiondobo, Uruan Local Government, off Airport Road, Akwa Ibom State. Please call 0806 924 5664 or 0811 0809 103.
Royal Line Technologies. People wey sabi say phone wey Royal Line no get does not exist. Dem sabi say before they get phone problem, Royal Line Technologies Limited don already get solution for them. Royal Line Technologies Limited wey don almost old like GSM technology for Nigeria, dem get grace to make communication easy for country people. Dem don stock every kind phone and accessories, and their price e correct well. And even if your money no complete, Royal Line Technologies get easy buy wey go allow you drop small money, carry phone go house, pay small till you pay finish. Every phone wey Royal Line dey sell get warranty. If you buy phone carry go house and small time the phone begin behave like say im brain get knocking sound, Royal Line go repair and give you or give you brand new phone for free. No use your money take do tumbo for phone and accessory matter. Take waka enter any Royal Line shop where you sabi, and any phone and accessories where you dey find, you go see am for there, or you call them for 0701 0007 373. Royal Line is good all the time.
Yo, something big is moving in your city. xl1069fm is taking the studio to the streets. We are bringing the XL Radio Fair directly to your neighborhood. On Wednesday, July 29th, 2026, we are setting up base from Oron Road by the Ring Road roundabout all the way to the Dodoma Junction.
All the girls that's here for the truth, come put both hands on.
Need to boost your business? Want to get your brand on air? We are offering our professional services at heavy reduced prices, and you can advertise your business right on the spot. That's amazing. And guess what? You can even co-own the fair by sponsoring. Call 0806 7301 888. Watch out for the XLFM Radio Fair on the 29th of July. Come through, connect, and let's grow together. XL1069 FM, the pulse of the city.
Yeah, what you gonna do now?
This is
Super Radio. Super Radio.
1069 XL FM.
Wake up! Wake up! It's a brand new day! Let's go!
Ooh, yo.
Are you ready? Wake up! Wake up! It's a brand new day! Wake up! Wake up! Let's wake up! This is where the energy lives! Wake up!
Where the conversations matter.
Where the hits keep coming non-stop!
Welcome to the XL Super Breakfast Show.
Your morning start right here! Wake up! Wake up!
Let's go! Radio made with love.
Elections are not just about voting, they are about understanding. Before the Ballot is XLFM's civic education program preparing citizens for the 2027 elections. One conversation at a time. Know your right. Know the process. Know your power. Mondays 9:30 a.m. on the XL Super Breakfast Show. Wednesdays 8:30 p.m. on XL Citizen Center. Before the Ballot, power belongs to the informed.
All right, welcome. It's just another episode of Before the Ballot, live on xl1069 FM. Today, we'll take a look at one comparison drawn by the Trade Union Congress and try to make sense of whether or not it fits into the thoughts before even the constitution of a country here, our beloved country, Nigeria, as regards the process, the modalities of fixing who becomes our president in the country. But before then, as a quick reaction to the just had conversation with our brothers in South Africa, gentlemen, how much of a concern is it that we've got our brothers who are far, in the south of Africa, and are not necessarily having a good time following the recent protests? And we understand that they've reached out back home, right? Written a couple of letters, even to the Senate President and to Akwa Ibom State government through the SSA on diaspora matters. Somehow there's been no response. I took a glance of that letter. It was dated June, right? Should be June 22nd. I confirmed that, June 22nd, right? And this is July 27th. So that should be more than a month if you to date from when the letter was written. So what could be?
We don't have the date the letter was received.
That's one thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because you heard them say that they have not received an acknowledgement. There's no acknowledgement to the letter.
Yeah.
There's no response from the administration on the demands in the letter.
But then again, we also were told this morning that the SSA, right, through which the letter was sent to the government, did get the letter in the first place, and has said, look, nothing can happen until we get the go-ahead of the government. The SSA is the government as well, if we are to agree on that. So what really could be the militating factor in this situation? We understand a number of states had to, see what to do at the time, especially at the peak of the deadline that was given at the time by that group in South Africa, right?
If we must really interrogate it, then we have to start from the federal government. All right, this is a federal government matter.
No doubt.
Akwa Ibom citizens in South Africa are Nigerians.
No doubt.
Well, they are first Akwa Ibomites before they're Nigerians, but they're Nigerians. All right, and if the federal government were repatriating 1,400, about 90 a total, according to the figures put out by the federal government, to have been repatriated finally from South Africa. I understand that out of the about 300 people affected, between 150 and 200 in South Africa had applied to be repatriated, and only 13 of them were repatriated. So the first question would be, why did the federal government neglect those ones? All right, why didn't the federal government follow through with repatriating everyone? Because according to the accounts that we keep hearing from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, every Nigerian that applied to be repatriated were repatriated. So how come only 13 was taken away? What happens to the rest of them? That's on the one hand. On the other hand, the state government, you were sent a letter. Since the federal government has failed us, we fall back home. Home is always better. How come it is taking Akwa Ibom State government this long when we have a jet that is chilling? How come that we cannot get into that conversation with Air Peace or even Ibom Air, that now flies international, to go to South Africa and move these guys over to Akwa Ibom State? We need those answers.
That is citizens first.
Yes.
In every government where you have citizens first, then it means that the citizens is paramount, and the government will spare nothing to bring home a citizen.
Of course.
And so, is that the position in Nigeria? Is Nigerian citizen a first person, or the Nigerian politician's office is most important? Come back to Akwa Ibom State. Are the citizens first, or political interest and alignment is the first? So at the end of the day, I want to commend the president and his assistant for what they have done they've shown the Akwa Ibom spirit is in them, the humanitarian nature of the hospitality nature of the Akwa Ibom people is in them, because they've, listening to him, I really felt very touched. I would have even been able to facilitate the repatriation of someone who had stage 4 cancer, had been able to, within themselves, tax themselves with resources to send transportation and assist people in this hour of need. And so, bottom line is, the SSA on diaspora, I'm sure the governor I appointed, created that office for a purpose. Maybe specifically not for repatriation of Akwa Ibom indigents in war-torn countries or in crisis situations globally. But at least this is an appendix. Is an auxiliary, a responsibility to that office. And so, please, madam, rise to the occasion and do what you need to do.
Okay, had to get a quick bite on that one. Meanwhile, gentlemen, our main focus on Before the Ballot this morning comes off a statement made by Mr. Festus Osifo of the TUC.
What is the best model that we have in our country in terms of succession? We looked at it. We looked at the NBA. We said, no, that's not the best model. We looked at ICANN, for example. We said, yes, I think there's something there. If you look at ICANN, they don't contest election into the president, but they contest election into the vice. Because the president is already known. Because he's known, the senior or the first vice president will transit to become the president. So that balances and smoothing whatsoever they were doing. And we have imbibed that in Pengasan. So in Pengasan, whoever is the deputy president elected is going to automatically become the president. So there is no contestation again in the office of the president. We can also do that. I mean, if you look at Switzerland today, they have collegiate of presidents, right? About 6 from different regions. So this 1 year, the next one comes in 1 year. So at the end, it reduces tension. So anything we could do to reduce the tension in our politicking, it's welcome. Yes, I mean, when Pengasan is stabilized, what that means is that you can better protect jobs, you can better sit on the table and negotiate good CBAs for your members. You can better look at all manner of welfare packages and condition of services of the people, and you'll be able to intercede.
So anything we can do to reduce the election rigor, even, tweaking our electoral system, that is the voice of the president of Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association, Pengasan, Festus Osifo, who was speaking on the sideline, by the way, of a day of tribute for the late President Francis Olabode Johnson, still of Pengasan. Right? What we draw from that, the part we draw from his statement is the reference to Switzerland. And quite interestingly, though, some Nigerians imagine that every country elects powerful president, or one powerful president who becomes head of state, who becomes commissioner in chief, and even face the government. Now, that is one thing Switzerland does not. In fact, Switzerland has no executive president in the way Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, or even the United States do. Instead, executive power belongs collectively to 7 people called the Federal Council. So you can think of it as 7 ministers who together function as one presidency. I mean, the definition of that word, presidency. So you don't have anybody coming out as the boss per se, right? They have equal constitutional authority. Even every major decision is taken collectively, and it's been there as an arrangement since 1848, making it one of the world's oldest continuously functioning collective executive systems. I wouldn't want to bore us with the house of how these 7 people are chosen, right? But we understand there's a handful of processes here and there. It goes from the parliament, being elected through courtesy of the citizens. The parliament in turn elects 7 federal councillors. Those 7 become the country's executive government. That's the long story cut short, right? And who becomes the president and all of that. But the TUC president says, look, we could even take a look at something in that direction, for our country, right? And why? The question now becomes, why are we looking at this? so that we can stem the plenty noise that comes during elections, maybe the plenty expenses, maybe the plenty tug of war, that happens, and the cost that is left to that effect. Now, some would ask, why did Switzerland create this model in the first place? We understand that Switzerland is an extremely diverse country to start with. 4 national languages, 7 religions, right? And strong regional identities, precisely. And they've got a really large cultural, spread, as it were. But that is something similar with Nigeria, because we are multi-ethnic, we are multi-religious, we are politically fragmented, if you may, and even geographically divided. So, could this model be a go-to for Nigeria?
Well, I like your last lines before the question. We are very different people in Nigeria,
exactly,
coming together to make up one. Very different in ethnicity, very different in background, in understanding, in literacy, in political affiliations, in religion. So that model may not necessarily work. Yes, it's working in those other countries, it's working in Pengasan, and so everybody understands that, okay, after this man's turn, it is my turn. That's still the turn by turn system. He's saying that as it obtains there, the 6 regions, they queue up and they take their turns. This one finish, you step aside, the vice president take over. This is Nigeria, and instead of following that model, I would rather go the other way and propose that we still have a presidential election conducted like the one we're expecting in Nigeria, but with a tweak. So we have the first position, the second position, and the third position, right? We have experimented with what is this democracy winner takes it all type, and it's not working. But let's switch it up a little bit. First position, so President Bola Tinubu, for instance, gunning on the APC, right? Peter Obi on the NDC, right? And
Atiku on the ADC.
So 3 of them, for instance. So we go to the polls next year. Whoever wins that election becomes president. Whoever comes second in that election becomes vice president. Whoever comes third in that election becomes leader of the parliament. Whether or not you vied for the legislature, leader of the parliament. That way we have 3 first, second, third leaders in Nigeria coming from 3 different backgrounds. Although it may rub off, may not necessarily, assuage the religious sentiments. Maybe the northern sentiment and all of that, northern and southern sentiment. But at least it will allow for that political understanding. So if we must hold each other accountable, you come in on different political platforms, on the different manifestos that you canvassed during campaigns, and deal with issues, based on that, in line with citizens' interest. So instead of going the other way, I'll propose this way.
Esquire.
Very brilliant idea.
What do you propose?
Brilliant idea. On the second thought, when he started speaking, I paid attention. I leaned back to actually, process what he was saying, and it will sound something like is workable, but workable in a society where probably you had the same almost 70% level of literacy and exposure as regards the essence of governance. Principally in Nigeria, governance is a process to go and get national cake.
Finish.
That's it. And that's why you cannot, in Switzerland, governance from 1834 is a culture, an institution to, alleviate the poverty of the people and, make life meaningful, contribute to the service of national goals. But in Nigeria, since 1960, governance has always been an opportunity to get national cake. Don't forget that in this country, in 1954, some persons were in London. Antonio Nahoro and some other very prominent Nigerian leaders were in London, and they moved the motion that Nigeria's independence should come 2 years after that. Some section of this country, kicked against it, that they were not prepared, that we had to wait, and that the country was, when they came back home, there was a different information that was given, and that led to the general state of distrust that the Nigerian people have gone throughout today. Okay, so what is politics in Nigeria? What is governance in Nigeria? It's all about people wanting to go and feed themselves, benefit their region, and unfortunately, so in the so-called regional politics that Nigerian politicians play, we haven't seen how their regions have been have benefited from the position that these people. So primarily, it's just for their own personal self-esteem and ego, and nothing more. I'll give you an example. From 1966, or I think yes, from 1967, okay, till about say 2000 to about say 1999, we have had more presidents from northern Nigeria than any other part of this country. But what is this? What is the lot of northern Nigeria today? So it is not even that the Nigerian leaders are interested in emancipating their region. So it is about going to get national care for themselves. And so if you say we want a vice president or you want a collegiate presidency, okay, we have six geopolitical zones in Nigeria right now recognized. Okay, so you have a president from northwest or southwest, and you have another president from northeast. Okay, now the general state of distrust will be that every president will be, or vice president or colleague will be working to undermine whoever is on this other side.
Exactly.
That is the mentality in Nigeria, because it's all about. Classical example is in Akwa Ibom State. We have a project that will benefit the state. Okay, it's called the Bom Deep Seaport. It's called the Baka Deep Seaport. There is a problem because you see, we do not consider institutional interest in Nigeria. We all consider personal interest over and above every other interest in Nigeria. And so at the end of the day, the Swiss formula may not work for Nigeria. May not, because even where we have. Okay, imagine if we had a vice president from a different political party, with the powers to impeach the president, and then the leader of the legislature from a different political party who contested in his own right for presidency. And now he's with the powers to impeach, and he's from a different geopolitical zone. Come on,
but that's the checks and balances.
The positives on it will be beautiful, the checks and balances, because if I'm vice president from my political party, and I'm deputizing you from your political party,
but you know that no impeachment can hold without the 2/3 majority of
but then what says that there will be no twist to the constitution?
No, hold on, sir. What happens if the party of the deputy president forms 2/3 majority in the Senate?
Well, so that's where political alignment comes in. You harmonize, of course. When you form a government, you come together regardless of political divide.
We hope okay. We'll keep finding a way to get it right in Nigeria.
Gentlemen,
I stand by that.
Regardless, the aim is to make sure that
we find a way.
We find a way forward, right? A system that serves the country appropriately. If this has been working for Switzerland for donkey years, we could find something that works for us. If this one that we describe as democracy is still doing somehow, right? We could harmonize, we could enhance our democracy and make the most of it. In fact, as we speak now, there is Guy Parmelin, right? He is for the 1 year term the president of the Swiss Confederation for 2026. Right, but he serves alongside 6 other members of the executive. They don't have a single person as the head of state, right? So as he is serving now, he's more like the first among the equals. The way that they call our Senate president, say, "Sir, you are just the first among the equals." 1 year term is what he's doing. What he's doing at this, the nature of the position now is more of ceremonial duties. You get federal council meetings, while retaining regular head of department duties. So that's pretty much what works for Switzerland right now. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for your thoughts this morning. But before we go, I have to remind you, Kwabon people, that the days are not far anymore. 2 days from today, we will be outside. When I say we, I'm talking about XL1069 FM. 2 days from now will be exactly July 29. So you catch us along Run Road, stretching from the Ring Road roundabout to Dodoma Junction. We are coming to help you amplify your businesses, to help you, promote your services, right? If you are a business person, you're an entrepreneur, you want to reach more people, right? You want to strengthen your brand, you want to grow your customer base. You can do that when we come to you this Wednesday, 2 days from today. Big thanks to our sponsors, Lock Life International, a brand that focuses on providing health therapy for people battling with ailments using technology in its approach to treatment. You can find them at 192 Run Road at Value Plus, to have a feel of their services. You can also call them as well, 0806 354 9062. That is 0806 354 9026. And of course, Blessed Chinwe Uba and Sons. They are a home of quality furniture that combines style, comfort, and durability, right? You get to reach out to them. By the way, they deal on chandeliers and rugs for your homes, electrical parts as well. 102 Korakbana Road, opposite University of Uyo Annex Gate. That's where you find them. You could call them 0816 423 9384. Right? You can reach out to them and of course do business with them. We're looking forward to meeting you on Wednesday. Make sure you are at your business site or you locate us around that area too. On behalf of the Super Breakfast Show team, thank you for being a part of it today. Let's do it again tomorrow. IJ is my name. Akwa Ibom State. Yeah, he saw me. Adodugana.
The iconic style. This is XL.